Hey, Bible explorers, it's me! And in the fourth day, we're going to learn about Noah and the ark. We're going to look at what happened on day 4 of the rain. This is day 4 of our Bible reading plan, where we're going to read through the entire Bible in 66 days. So grab your adventurer's guide and let's go. Okay, explorers, we're in the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verses 13 to 22, and just in case you missed the previous videos, I recommend going back and watching them because there is a lot of really cool stuff that happens in this story before this point. But if you've joined us here, let's get caught up. God was very sad because people were doing evil all the time. They didn't listen to him anymore. So God decided to send a great flood to cleanse the earth of all the evil. He chose Noah to build a huge boat called an ark to save him, his family, and some animals from the flood. Noah was a righteous man, so he did everything God told him to do. So now let us pick up with what happened on the 4th day while Noah was building the ark. The Lord said to Noah, "Today I am going to bring the floodwaters upon the earth." By this time, the people had built their own boats and gathered their animals. But they didn't listen to God. They only thought about themselves. They wanted to stay alive by building their boats, and they made fun of Noah because he was building an ark. In fact, they made fun of him for 150 days, which is how long it took him to finish. But meanwhile, Noah kept working. He finished the ark on the 6th day before the rain began. And then they waited 7 more days for the rain to start. Imagine how frustrating that must have been for Noah. All these people are making fun of him and his family. But God told him not to listen to them. God was getting ready to show them who was really in control. Now, on the 4th day of the rain, all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the heavens were opened, and rain fell on the earth. Now here's an important question for you to think about. Why do you think God waited until the end of the 4th day to send the rain? Maybe he was being patient and giving the people one last chance to come to him and be saved. Or maybe he wanted to show everyone who was really in charge. Let us know what you think in the comments. The rain continued for 40 days and 40 nights. Then all the animals and all the people in their boats floated away except for Noah and his family. They were the only ones left in the world who weren't on a boat. But remember, they were inside the ark. They were safe. When the people in their boats realized that the rain wasn't going to stop, they started banging on the ark. They cried out to Noah, saying, "Take us in, please. Save us from dying." But Noah didn't open the door. The rain continued to fall, and the waters continued to rise. And here's another important question for you to think about. Why do you think Noah didn't open the door? He knew that God promised the rain would stop after 40 days and 40 nights. He trusted that God would keep his word. Then finally, after 150 days, the water began to recede. And when the ark came to rest in the mountains of Ararat, Noah sent out a dove to see if the ground was dry yet. It wasn't. So he waited another 40 days and sent out a raven. It never came back. When Noah sent the dove a second time, it returned with an olive leaf in its mouth, which meant that the ground was finally dry. After all that time, Noah and his family could finally leave the ark. The rain had cleansed the earth. Everything was new, and God promised to never flood the earth again. He made a special sign for them. He put a rainbow in the clouds as a reminder. Let's take a moment to talk about what we learned today. Can you name that day? That's right, day 4. What happened on that day? Well, that's when the rain began. What did Noah do during the rain? He waited patiently and trusted God. Okay, explorers, it's time for our memory verse. Today we're going to look at verse 16 from today's passage. This verse tells us exactly what we talked about. Here it is. "For this is the message that the Lord has commanded. For 40 days and 40 nights will the rains come upon the earth. And everything that lives and moves and is on the earth, and everything that goes in through open windows, all flesh shall be destroyed from the face of the earth." Okay, explorers, thank you for joining me today as we learn about Noah and the ark. And remember, God saves those who obey him. That is the end of lesson 4. Next time we will learn about Tower of Babel. Thanks for watching. Kids, if you enjoyed the story, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Hit the like button and ring the bell to get more fun Bible stories every day. See you next time!